Okay, what's it like having a Savannah cat? And why did I get one? And what's his name? And all that. Are you gonna say hello? So, probably the craziest decision in my life, but also the best decision. During COVID, like I moved from, it got really crazy in Thailand in terms of like the police were starting to put foreigners into certain hotels, and people had never dealt with a pandemic before, and so wild things happened, and so I moved from where I was in the south of Thailand, because it started to be the burning season where I usually am in the north. I'd moved from the centre of Krabi basically to out in the nature, and the villa that I rented just came with a cat. As a kid growing up, I'd always grown up with dogs. We had lots of dogs. My mum, when she had me and my sister, started to breed boxers, Great Danes, and Dachshunds. So it was kind of like the smallest dog you can possibly imagine. Crazy dogs, boxers, and then Great Danes, which are like horses. And so they would have litters of puppies, and we'd have crazy amounts of dogs in the house. There's lots of crazy in this video. So I've always been a dog person, and then I moved into this villa, and I just remember it came with this cat, and it was like, okay, yeah, I spoke to the staff, and it was like, okay, you feed the cat when you can, and so I'd go out and get these Whiskas cat food, which is terrible, I think, and I'd get certain flavors of Whiskas cat food, and sometimes it would like the flavor, and sometimes it would just look at me like, you know, this is the wrong flavor. And so cats were weird, because a dog will just, from growing up, I had my dog when I was 2, and it passed away when I was 18, and it was like a brother to me, and that feeling of loss is, I always said that I'd never have an animal again. Like I'd never have my own kind of my own pet, my own animal again, because it's just so painful. It's just so painful to lose something that's in your life for so long. And then this cat was just a completely different personality and it sounds silly now saying it because I understand a little bit more about cats, but the cat just, it wasn't instant love. Like a dog will just look, if you have food for a dog, if you have a bowl for a dog, it loves you to pieces. A cat, you have to win over. Like my thinking is more like, cats are more like women, and dogs are more like, more simple like men. And anyway, after about a couple of weeks, I've been feeding this cat, and and then it came and sat next to me, and it kind of snuggled next to me, and I was like, I get it. Cats have more integrity. That's how it felt like. So cats, you are more principled, and they need to trust you first. You need to win their trust. And so I had this cat for a few months, and then the pandemic, the borders opened in Thailand, and I was able to get out of Thailand, so I moved back to Spain. I'm sat in my apartment in Spain, and I'm kind of looking for a cat. Because I'm in an apartment, and so a cat works, a dog doesn't work. I'd usually get a dog, and then I'm searching for these different cats. I see these Bengal cats, and these are really cool, and it kind of like, I wanted a cat with a lot of energy, and then I saw these Savannah cats, and I was just like mesmerized by just how wild they are, how kind of like exciting they are, how kind of like you can go for a run with them. You can go, they have pretty much the temperament of a dog. And so I got this Savannah cat, and even when I picked it up, it wanted to kill me. Like it was jumping at the cage and as if to attack me, and it wanted to kill me. And from picking it up to going home, hey, come back, hey, it wanted to kill me, and so I was thinking in my head, how am I going to survive tonight? And it was only sort of 10 weeks, 12 weeks old. So it's only a little kitten, and it was ferocious. And what I read about Savannahs is they bond with one person, and then, and if it's a family, they might bond with one or two of the family members, but they won't bond with everybody. And if it's a single person, it'll bond with that person, and then it sees everybody else as a threat, and it's very difficult for anybody else to form a relationship with it. And essentially, I got home. My sister works with animals. I asked my sister what to do, and she said to kind of put the travel case in the house, let it kind of sniff around, let it kind of see what's going on, hear the different noises, and then I went and parked the car. Came back about 30 minutes later. And then, he was just wanting to get out of the cage and see what was around. He'd figured out that it wasn't dangerous, and let him out of the cage. And then instantly he kind of he called out and kind of saw what was around. And then he instantly came to me. And then we've just been inseparable ever since. And so whenever I go to a race, whenever I go to a training camp, he comes with me to training camps. We've been in Thailand, we've been in Spain, we're now in Dubai, and he, it very quickly becomes the love of your life. Like, you don't love anything more than you love an animal. It's absolutely wild just how much I love it and how much I care. And we've been through a lot together in the time that I've had him. It's been over 3 years. But when I go to a race, there's an abandonment kind of feeling from his side, and I feel anxious when I'm away from him, and I don't want to be away from him too long. So it probably could have been a decision that I would have put off until I would have had a more stable life, until after running in the next 3, 4, 5 years or whatever. That could have been a more sensible decision. But I guess it's like having children. In a way, it's like, well, when do you have children? Do you have children before you finish your career as a professional runner or professional sports person, or do you have them after? And ultimately, you're kind of in your prime at a certain age, and that happens. So, do I regret it? No. Would I make the same decision again? Absolutely not. I'd wait until later, until I have more time, but you find yourself giving yourself time because that's what he needs. And the temperament, as I said before, it's exactly like a dog. So it's exactly like a dog. So when I've been missing for a while, he say hello. When I've been missing for a while, he come on, go. He jumps on me like a dog, and he will lick my face, and he's so happy to see me. When I'd leave, he attacks the door and he wants to get through the door. He can open pretty much any door in the house. And yeah, he's just kind of like, throw the ball 100 times for him, he's going to bring it back 101 times. It's like a dog in a cat's body. But he has a lot of energy that he needs to expel. So you've got to take him out. You've got to take him out on a leash. You've got to take him out to places where he can just run free. So I take him on the beach when I'm in Thailand. Take him on the beach when I'm in the Canary Islands or in Spain. Out in the forest, out in the mountains. He loves it. Sometimes it's too hot for him. He needs to chill out. But yeah, I'll post videos from time to time when we're kind of out on walks and when we kind of go out for little jogs and stuff like that. But yeah, he's brilliant, and his name is Rocket the cat.